Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video with hopefully the first look at Decidueye in the Go Battle League. Thank you to my friend Fishy Legs over in Australia for sending me this footage right after his community day. And we're going to be showcasing Decidueye with the new signature grass community day move, Frenzy Plant, in the Go Battle League. If you like this early content, first look at Decidueye, please drop a like on the video. Helps out the YouTube algorithm. And we will hopefully get more people to see this cool looking Pokemon in action. I've got some more Decidueye action as well coming soon. And we will see how it performs. It's not ranked the highest, but I think it being introduced during a Great League Remix format could help it because you don't have some of the most common Pokemon that would help counter Decidueye. But we will see if that's the case or if this Great League meta, this Great League Remix meta is unkind to the Decidueye. It's running Leafage, which is a solid fast move. It's a clone of Bullet Punch, I believe, but in a grass typing. And we're going to see Vigoroth here up against this Serpent, going to shield the Vigoroth in order to gain switch advantage against this opposing team. Has lots of energy for this Gligar, and this Gligar is actually quite a core breaker for his team. The Unova Stunfisk doesn't want to see it. The Decidueye does not want to see it. How is Fishy Legs gonna get himself out of this one? I don't know. I guess if they're not running Aerial Ace, maybe it's not as bad for Decidueye. They swap in Lickitung, and this is not great for either Pokemon. This is like a team of core breakers, but one thing is Lickitung doesn't have any charge moves that threaten Decidueye, so maybe there's still some play here. Maybe if you get it low enough, Decidueye can farm down. Power Whip does not feel good for Mr. Stunfisk. Gonna bank up a bunch of energy and then come into Decidueye. Look how much these licks are chunking. Decidueye, more of a frail Pokemon, more attack weighted. Power Whip connects and farming up energy here. Leafage, I would say, is like a pretty average fast move. It's not great. It's not terrible. Frenzy Plant connects. And gonna get to another Frenzy. This will draw a shield. Unfortunately, I don't think Double Discharge is going to be enough to knock out Gligar. And if this is a dig, this will certainly knock out Night Slash. You probably hang on. Oh, they're not running. Okay, they're not running dig. Discharge coming through. How much is this going to do to Gligar? Not quite enough. Not quite enough. Let's you somehow like get to a Mud Bomb here. There's no way, right? There's no way. Discharge, not enough. Really close, though. Really close. Considering how bad of a lead Gligar was, to make it come down to one fast move is pretty crazy. So Decidueye, not going to give up hope just yet. Game number 1 there. And let's see what happens in game number 2. Decidueye also has the new move Spirit Shackle, which we are going to try and showcase in another showcase from some other trainers sending us battles. Positive lead we saw for the Decidueye against the Jellicent. Going to greet the Dragonair with this Vigoroth. Now, Vigoroth should win the 0s and the 1s. Looks like Fishy Leg's going to try and play out the 1-shield scenario here. The thing is, Dragonair can fully Dragon Breath down, I believe, in the 2s. Unfortunately, because he was a little... I don't know if he lagged or if he was a little just slow in the swap, but Dragonair does get there. Now, is there any way he can live these Dragon Breaths to get to another Body Slam? I don't think so. 3, 4, 5. No. Unfortunate. Gonna have to give up Switch. But is it the end of the world? Not necessarily. Because it's going to give him a farm down. And if there's one thing that's really good and really dangerous about this Decidueye, it is the hard-hitting charge moves. Almost out of Brave Bird. Already has the Frenzy Plant. What's going to come in? Oh, no. It's going to be the Skarmory, but here's the thing. Double Discharge is probably enough to knock out the Jellicent. Double Discharge is hopefully enough to knock out the Jellicent. Throws on perfect timing there, which is kind of difficult to do in that swap scenario when you're desynced. Looks like the next Discharge is going to be enough. Jellicent, I believe, is 2 away from the next Surf, so can throw after 2 Thunder Shocks if he wants, but it's going to throw after 1 to play it safe. And now, as long as you can get off a Discharge before Skarmory gets to a Brave Bird, might actually live a Brave Bird, actually. Might actually live a Brave Bird, because these Steel Wings are resisted. but gets off the discharge. This won't quite KO, but it's going to put Scarm awfully low. Discharge coming through, puts it into the red. The health is low on Scarm. It's going to get off a Brave Bird. Is the Brave Bird enough? Not quite. And the Thunder Shock damage is going to outpace the Steel Wing damage for the win. There you go. I got to say, that was more of Stunfisk pulling his weight than Decidueye. But this is where Decidueye can thrive against the Whiscash. This time, Fishy Legs a little bit faster on the swap. It's going to be a CMP on the first one. You know what's unlucky is if he goes for the extra counter, he gets a full free counter versus like good timing. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm going to get off the Body Slam. Should get to this one first. That swap was pretty dang fast. Body Slam coming through. The problem is, once again, Dragonair can opt to double shield and will probably get the Dragon Breath down. So this is a little bit unfortunate. I think you got to come in with Decidueye because you can absorb this energy. But they're probably going to reach double Aqua Tail. So this all of a sudden went from a great lead to looking kind of rough. Unless there is something that Decidueye can one-shot in the back, this looks pretty rough. If it is a Skarmory, I don't think he can flip this one. It's a Cresselia. Oh, I like this play. Banking a ton of energy and catching the move. This is going to create a desync in the switch timer. I don't think it's going to be enough. Goes for the Mud Bomb. Okay, opponent might be messing up here. If you're the opponent, I think you just go instantly. I don't think there's no reason for you to stay in. Opponent playing this a little bit suspect. They're going to actually... Okay, they're going to now swap in the Whiscash, going for the Mud Bombs here. How do you win this? I think you have to hope that, like, Brave Bird is enough to knock out Cress. Unless you can farm down and, like, double Frenzy, but there's no way. You have to let this go. I think you have to, unfortunately, Frenzy the Whiscash. Oh, he undercharged. That undercharge could cost him. Now the Stunfisk may get to a move. Oh, Decidueye gets to a Brave Bird. Is this going to be enough? Brave Bird from Decidueye. Not enough. Not enough, but he almost has a move. He has a move. And the Mud Bomb's going to win charge attack priority. Fishy Legs pulling out all the crazy plays. Oh my goodness. I think the opponent kind of overthought it. I think if they just countered right away, they probably were in a good spot, but they were too confused. And honestly, that's kind of a thing when you play Pokemon you've never seen before. You get kind of confused and it might throw off your plays. Up against this Magneton, a Magnet Bomb is going to hurt. That's kind of rough. Going to save the energy and go directly into Vig. And this is not necessarily a Vigoroth counter. Double Rock Slide should just about knock out after the counter damage. Does a little bit less than half. Or maybe that's a poor IV Mantine because that Rock Slide seemed like it did more than half. Move coming through. Aerial Ace going to chip away at Vig. But Vig can tank one, no problem. And let's see what happens here. Draws a shield. Gonna try and flip this matchup by committing another shield here. Gonna go for this Body Slam. It's in Body Slam range. Will the opponent use a shield or will they let their Mantine go down? Body Slam coming through. Knocks out the Mantine. In comes Jelly. Gonna get off a Parting Rock Slide. This Hex Down, though, is kind of threatening. This Hex Down is threatening. Combo play with the Decidueye. They have to shield. But they're going to get a big Hex Down if they want it. Yeah, so this Jelly's just fully capped out on energy. Do you even consider coming in Vig, maybe? Do you consider coming in Vig? No, not going to come in Vig. Jelly's going to get off Double Surf, so he's thinking, what's going to do the most damage? A move from Jelly's going to do the most damage. Doesn't fall for the catch. Very clever. Goes for the Mud Bomb here against Magneton to get rid of it. Jelly still has a lot of energy, though. I'm concerned if it somehow gets to another Surf before this discharge. It does, but I think Stunfisk, with how bulky this pancake is, Flat Stunfisk, gonna live 2 super effective Surfs, reach the discharge, bang, bang, boogie. Electrifies the Jelly and gets another win on the board. Decidueye. What did Decidueye do that game? This is supposed to be a Decidueye showcase. This was more of a Stunfisk showcase right now. Decidueye into Shadow Gligar. This looks like a tough scenario, but let's see if Fishy Legs can find a way out of it. Gonna get off Body Slam first here against the Poliwrath. And if the Poliwrath settles for Icy Wind on this charge move priority, should live and get off the next Body Slam. Oh, gonna shield. Interesting. I don't love the shield because I think you're only getting to one Body Slam no matter what. But at least the shield allows you to probably get the shield back for sure. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's kind of worst case scenario. Actually, not gonna lie. That's kind of worst case scenario. Committed the shield and didn't get a shield in return. And they get to an Icy Wind. And minimal farm. Yikes. This is not what Fishy Legs wanted to see. And this... Oh, okay. A little bit of you swap, I swap action. Might give Fishy Legs a chance here. It's a bit of a mistake, trainer. It's not always you swap, I swap. Now, what do you do here? I guess you have to let the Ice Beam go, assuming that they're running Dig on Gligar. Gets the full Thunder Shock down. Now, this Gligar is just such a menace to this team. The only win con I can see is if you do enough damage where somehow, like, Leafages start to threaten the Gligar. Like, if they no-shield again, do Leafages ever start to become threatening here? I don't think so. I think it's just over. Gligar goes for the Dig. And, yeah, the Leafage is just not going to add up quickly enough. Wing attacks will outpace. Close in the end, but the opponent's still with both of their Protect Shields. Gligar definitely a core breaker for this team. Next battle against Old Scar. And Old's a streamer. And, okay, Shiny Clefable. Interesting matchup here. Let's see who wins this. Leafage, a 2-turn fast move. And Meteor Mash going to grab a shield. Let's see what happens. Go for the Frenzy Plant. With Leafage being 7 energy. Oh, Frenzy Plant knocks out the Clefable. We see the Vigoroth swap in. Honestly, could have stayed. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, the last battle, we get a team very soft to Decidueye. Very soft to Decidueye. Lures out the Jellicent with this Vigoroth swap. And now with Rock Slide, this matchup not that bad for Vigoroth. With Bulldoze, it was pretty rough. Because Bulldoze, as we know, bad move. Add it to the jar. But, yeah, Vigoroth with Rock Slide, actually, I would think might win this matchup. I don't love... Well, let's see what he's doing. I don't love this play. I'll throw in the Body Slam. Oh, but he grabs the shield. Okay. Okay, my mistake. Fishy Legs knowing something I don't. Surf connects. Quick swap into Decidueye. Gonna shield up. Respecting the move from Jelly, and is the Shadow Ball. Great shield. Gonna go for the Frenzy here. Because they're both 2-turn fast moves. Don't really have to worry about timing. Just throw it whenever. Frenzy Plant connects. And Rock Slide will probably knock out from here with the frailness of Decidueye. Oh, it doesn't. My mistake. Decidueye hangs on. Gets off the Frenzy. This is going to knock out. Boom. Not quite. But the next Leafage does. Does one Leafage knock out Jelly? Jelly is out of here. The Jelly Meister is gone. And Decidueye, in the final battle of the set, makes his presence known. I think Stunfisk was stealing the show in the first few battles. But Decidueye in that last battle said, yo, put some respect on my name, Rise. And got the job done. That team was like triple weak to Decidueye. So there you have it. Decidueye, first look at it in the Go Battle League. Quick conclusions from what we saw. I think it's more of a niche sort of pick. I think it could have some for sure play in restricted metas. In open formats and open Great League, probably not the play. Probably Trevenant and things like Venusaur or Serperior might still be better grass types. But a very unique pick and kind of a different feel to a Trevenant, who's going to do more of its work with its ghost damage with Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball versus Decidueye, kind of like a grass, more of a grass Trevenant. I know they're both grass ghosts, but it's really doing its damage with its grass type fast move and that hard hitting Legacy Frenzy Plant. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you are new, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. Shout out to Fishy Legs for the submission. And teaser, we've got some more Decidueye content coming shortly with some fellow Aussies like Fishy Legs sending me some footage, and a New Zealander as well. It's going to be fun. We got some Ultra League content, and maybe we're going to try out some different movesets as well with Decidueye. And then also, it's going to be a packed Saturday. There is a spicy Saturday you are not going to want to miss coming Saturday night, United States Central Time. And I can promise you that. It's very exciting stuff. All that said, thanks again for watching, and I very much hope to see you, that's right, you, in the next one. Peace.